What's up, YouTube? How everybody doing, man? Man, talking about all the killing that's going on up in city to city right now, man. Looking at all the statistics that's going on around us, and it's like, man, bodies dropping at. You got cookouts, we got graduations. You know what I mean? We got kids parties everywhere. You know what I mean? It's just mass shootings that's going on. You know what I mean? You stopping at red lights. People jumping out on. Saw in Chicago. You got people jumping out on the expressway, running in between cars. Shootouts, just in between cars in the middle of traffic. You know what I mean? It's like what, like the mentality of these young cats now is like, man, it's crazy. I had a guy arguing with me on one of my videos. He like, man, stop acting like this is one-sided. Y'all was just as bad as us. And I'm trying to explain to him, like, nah, bro, we wasn't just as bad as y'all. We didn't take pride in killing kids. We just didn't. We didn't take pride in walking up to a house full of people and just spraying the whole house because we knew somebody was in the house that we was looking for. We didn't take pride in shit like that. And if stuff like that happened, the organizations or the gangs that we was affiliated with, they was gonna deal with us. You know what I mean? You got dealt with by your own people. You know what I mean? That's the era that I come from. You know what I mean? And that's what they not understanding. And I mean, this dude was trying to have a full-blown argument with me about this. And I'm like, man, you can't argue with me about something that I know about. You know what I mean? You can't argue with me about something that I lived through and witnessed with my own eyes. You know what I mean? Like, this ain't something I'm just saying. This is something that I've witnessed. This is something that I've dealt with. And this is something that I've personally did to other people that done dumb shit. You know what I mean? So you can't have an argument with me about something you really don't know nothing about. So it's like, man, but the good thing is now we got more people speaking out against this shit. So it's starting to take a turn where more people are tired of this now. You know, more people are getting sick of what's going on in the communities. You know what I mean? More the older cats are starting to speak up against this now. You know what I mean? For the last 10 years or so, the older cats in the hood have pretty much just took a step back and just pretty much been minding their own business. You know, letting the young cats just roam freely with no supervision or guidance. You know what I mean? Nobody was saying nothing about what these dudes was doing, and that's like coming to an end right now. You know what I mean? So that's a good thing. Guys are speaking up against it now. You know, nobody's really taking. Nobody's taking. You know, like it's a good thing anymore, because it's not. So you know what I mean? I'm pleased to see that. I mean, that's city to city. And I see a lot of guys in New York speaking up against all that bullshit that's going on out there, man, because that's not what New York was built on. New York was a money city. New York was a city of hustlers, man. And now they turned to a city of so-called gang now, and that's not what New York was built on. You know, that's not what that city was known for. And the drill music that turned that city into a whole nother vibe, man. So, you know, you got older cats there speaking up against this shit now, which is a good thing, man. We need more guys in Chicago speaking against it now, because Chicago's out of hand. You know, it's like, man, Chicago's really out of hand, but it's too many other old cats. That's full-blown alcoholics. You know what I mean? Because alcohol is a real a real poison in the community in Chicago. You know what I mean? It's a lot of alcoholics there, man. It's drug addicts is big. You know, it's drug addicts there, but alcoholics is real big and real prevalent in Chicago. Excuse me. So that's a major concern in Chicago. You got a lot of old heads that's like winos. You know what I mean? So we need more OGs that's in a position to put a grip on shit, to put their hands on taking these neighborhoods back, man, and not accepting what's going on out here, man, and you know, city to city, man, because it's time, man. It's too much just unwarranted killing going on. It's too many babies, literal speaking. Too many babies being killed. There's too many elders being killed. There's too many innocent people in general being killed, city to city, and it's making us black people as a whole look bad. You know, and that's not a good thing, man. So it's time we start stepping up and speaking up against this worldwide, man. So it's definitely time, man. And it's like, man, now you're starting to see a lot of real coming to the top, no matter what. You know what I mean? The real always rises to the top. It's just like oil and water, man. You know what I mean? The pureness is going to come to the top all the time. You know, eventually. You know what I mean? So it's coming like that. It's starting to take a toll on how everybody feeling about what's going on, because we getting a stigma of how people are looking at us as a whole, and that's not how we are as a whole. So it's time for the real to speak up, speak out, and speak boldly on what we do agree with and what we don't agree with. And it's that time, man. It's long overdue, and it's time for the real to stand up and take accountability for what part we played in it, and stand up for what we not gonna stand for anymore, even if we played a part in this shit. You know, just because you played a part in it don't mean you can't be a part of fixing it. That's not what that means. So, you know, let's keep grinding, man. Let's keep pushing forward, and let's save these kids, man. Let's save these babies. Let's not stand by and watch any more genocide, man. Let's stop this agenda they trying to push with this black and brown against each other. Let's not let this go through, man. Let's not allow it, because it's not real. It's not authentic, and it shouldn't happen. You know what I'm saying? We're starting to see more people on this YouTube, this platform. More of the real is coming to the forefront. Too many fake dudes is on this YouTube platform, just talking about a lot of bullshit and putting the spotlight on the real dudes and putting the message out there like they was the fake ones. And too many people that's bought into that. And now it's like, man, people putting the spotlight on these fake dudes, man, and it's time for that, man. It's time to speak out and not let these fake dudes have a voice, man, to just say anything they want to say. Don't let them put a false image on who guys is on these YouTube platforms, because it's too many guys just walk around and say this guy is this and that, and people buy it and just run with it, man. We can't keep allowing that, man. Don't let the false narratives become people's truth. Let's not allow that shit, man. It's time for the real to keep rising up to the top, man. Let's roll with it, man. It's Yak, Chi-Town's finest. The real is back, baby. Let's go. Right back at you.